Upriver.
I know.
Life and death and love and birth and peace and war on the planet Earth. Is there anything that's worth more than peace and love on the planet Earth? Well, come on and sing it with me. Your words relate to the key.
Okay. Key. Hello, and welcome to a Thursday Quarant stream here Mondays and Thursdays, 3:45 or whenever-ish Pacific Standard Time, bi-weekly, coming at you on YouTube and Twitch.tv. Today, if you can't tell by the title, we're gonna make macarons. You want to show a picture?
Yeah.
A little cookbook we got.
Oh, I got for my birthday.
You got.
Yeah, I got for my birthday. So we're making macarons citron. So lemon macarons. And I actually did a day ahead. I made the lemon cream yesterday, so we don't have to worry about that today. So we're just making the actual shells.
This one's having us lots of like rest and like let rest overnight and stuff like that. So we're doing a half batch of the recipe. So the lemon cream seemed to turn out okay. Maybe it could have been more lemony. Neither of us have made macarons before. We've watched cooking shows that they make them, and they either are played out to be incredibly difficult to make, or they're just glossed over, like in British Bake Off.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you made macarons, cool. So we are going to start by grinding or pulsing together the almond flour and confectioner sugar, which is going to be noisy.
Yes, it is going to be. Oh, here. Actually,
I should
don't
probably
plug it in.
No, plug it in while your
Yeah.
hand's in there.
Yeah.
So it just says pulse until you obtain a fine powder.
I mean, it's already pretty fine. I'm assuming they mean like if there's actually
Clumps, lumpy clumps.
Yeah.
So just give it a few pulses.
So sorry for the noise.
I'll turn it down. Just pulse it. And then you can maybe use that. Does it look uniform?
A little bit on the bottom.
You can use this.
I just see some of the stuff on the side. It's just about there, so.
You can smell the food processor working. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Oh, that's typical
You
though.
can smell like the motor, the friction.
It's not too bad. That should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was already pretty like brown anyway to begin with, so okay. Unplug. You can reach plug. Sorry for the noise again, guys. So we are putting that in a sieve. I'm putting that in
This is this bowl.
this bowl. Right. I was like, this was for the egg whites.
So I'm
Putting it back in here, basically. I was gonna be like, watch me.
Oh no.
Voila.
So
Basically, we're just gonna put it in here. Oh, hold on. Hold on 1 second. I know
bad processor.
Bad.
You know what you've done.
I've already washed my hand, guys. Don't worry.
It's like touch your face.
I'm just trying to get it off.
I don't know if I should smack it or something.
Bad.
That's it. Try not to let it spill everywhere.
Yeah, just like checking.
Actually, this does get pretty clumpy.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
It's probably because of the sugar, right? Like it's just.
Yeah.
You know what you could do is like maybe smacking it down. Because you're like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like getting over.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna just. What if I just did it? No, it doesn't.
No, I think that'll take a really long time, I think. You can see we're trying to figure this out. So this is a test run because we're eventually going to be doing this for something else. So we're testing it to see what we need to do to like work on it. If there's anything we need to tweak. This is our test day and seeing is there anything we can do to improve upon what we have done. Especially since you never know with ovens. Ovens can be finicky, and I don't know. Do you want me to take over?
No, I'm just trying to get it to break up a little bit.
Just make sure you don't break my.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like chainmail.
Yeah. One second.
This should be less chaotic than the time we made lemon meringue.
Oh, much less chaotic.
Because we actually read the directions beforehand instead of being like, wait, what do you do? Oh God, how does this work?
Yeah. Well, also like we've seen people do this too.
Yeah,
I have like
but
an
I don't
idea.
know how close attention you've paid.
No, close attention. I've paid close attention to.
I don't know how close of attention you've paid.
Yeah.
I don't know how attentive you've been.
Oh, I just like watching the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Earthquake. Actually, we did have one recently.
We've had a couple, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't felt any.
Yeah, I haven't felt any. I've been shocked because I'm usually like really like.
Aftershock.
Ha, 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 ha. Usually, I'll wait till you're done. I'd say like just a little bit on the outside. That's not too bad.
No,
I was expecting it to go everywhere.
it's just all over the floor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta clean up the floor anyway. We grilled a little bit ago, and when we walked back and forth from coming outside, it like made this floor all like disgusting. So I gotta clean it. So.
It smells so almondy.
Yeah, I like it.
These are the bigger chunks that didn't quite get broken up.
Yeah.
So I guess it did need a little bit of grind. This is probably the stuff that was on the stuck to the bottom.
Probably.
Well, actually, no, that seemed a
Might
little
have
more
been-
fine.
Yeah, maybe the sides potentially.
Yeah. I don't know if this is gonna go through.
If not, I mean, let's do it a little
What do you
bit.
think? That like half a
Here.
tablespoon of scoop this and throw it in there.
If not, let's just not use it.
Just not use it.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna that 2 grams is gonna make a difference between
No.
good macarons and shitty macarons.
No. I mean, it's not coming out, so.
Yeah, that's a little too big.
Yeah. So I think that's gonna be okay.
You just don't want to deal with it.
No, I don't. Let's not deal with it.
If you say so. It's like Twitch is having a hard time.
Oh, Twitch is having a hard time now?
Is it? No, never. I think it's just like really far behind.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine. Wow. It's all fine now. That's cool.
Wow. That is
Yay!
adequate.
But now you can see like, well, you can kind of see it's a very fine powder now. It's all mixed together, so that's cool.
Cool.
So we did that. Yay!
So we can get the eggs separated.
So you want to do that? So
Yeah, I don't really want to. It feels gross.
What?
I hate it.
Oh, actually, we should probably wash our hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands. Take my watch off. Don't knock the egg. No.
You got it. I just didn't want to like have anything go into the bowls, so be careful.
All right.
It's very interesting, like how you have to stay very clean during these processes, so nothing like.
Yeah, you don't want to. You can't. You like trying to whip together egg whites. Like if like you breathe on it, then it won't.
It won't make stiff peaks.
Yeah, it won't come together.
It's crazy. So in our recipe book it says, well, since we're doing the half recipe, we're doing 3 egg whites and an extra like quarter egg white.
Oh yeah, I forgot to point out all the ingredients that we're working with. So we
Oh.
had our
Oh yeah, so beginning. We had ground almond flour,
Like-
almond flour,
about 1.5 cups, along with how much confection sugar?
1 cup and a half a tablespoon.
And that was what we sifted together. And then for the meringue, we'll have 3 egg whites plus a quarter egg white,
It's gonna be so weird.
beaten together with how much?
Granulated sugar,
Granulated sugar,
half a cup and half a tablespoon.
cup and a tablespoon. We're
And-
not doing food coloring because we didn't want to buy any.
Yeah, we'll maybe do that for the next round, but for this time
Yeah,
we
test
decided, like I don't have any, at least in my house either. So we used to, but they were really, really old, and I don't think they would be good to use it. So yeah, so we don't have it. So it might not be the pleasant yellow color that we expect. So yeah. So okay, have fun.
You're gonna crack it in my hand, right?
Am I? Is that what I did last time?
Without breaking the yolk.
Okay. Oh gosh, hold on. There's like a whole mess right here.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
And here. My goodness. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right.
So if you've never separated egg whites with your bare hands, it feels awful. I hate it. It feels so gross. It's like a ogre sneezed into your palm. Except it's just like cold and
Gooey.
sometimes the whites like stick to the yolk, like it's happening right now. They just refuse to let go.
Yeah,
So
look
you
at
have
that
to, like,
snot.
pass it back and forth. Oh, that's gross. But you have to be really tender and delicate with it, because if any amount of yolk gets into the whites,
It's
you have
over.
to start all over again, basically.
Next.
But yeah. So for stuff like this, when you have a bunch of leftover yolk, we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do with it. Maybe make like a hollandaise or like an aioli or something. Oh god, that didn't look very clean.
No, it wasn't.
You almost like
I almost.
dug your thumbs right into the yolk. Oh, it did break.
It did?
Oh god.
Okay. Dump it out. Whoa. Oh,
Did it get in?
I don't think so. I think you might have. I think you did it.
Did it do it?
I think so.
I fucking hope so.
Hold on. I wouldn't put your hands in there just in case.
I'm not going to.
I don't see any whatsoever. I think it locked out.
Because I tried to make a cloud egg for Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, you did.
And I got like the tiniest bit of yolk, I think.
Yeah, you said you had to do it all over
I was
again.
the first batch I whipped for like 15 minutes and it didn't work, so I made like a egg white pancake. And then the second batch I whipped like
Oh, my hands are
for half an hour,
all
and it finally came together. I can't remember if I was whisking it with a shitty whisk or a fork, but we have an electric beater today, so
Yes, it's an old electric beater, so
it works.
it does. Okay, that should be okay.
Should it?
God.
in
Why
performance
is it-
anxiety. It's so sticky. Ugh,
Okay, I think I got it.
God. I think I got it. It feels terrible. I know people do it where they pass it between two shells, but I feel like I would fuck it up. So
Okay, and now we need the quarter. So I think we should do it in here.
yeah.
Put the egg in here, and then we'll just dump.
Well, we'll
Like
just
most of it.
we'll just put a little bit
Yeah.
in
Okay.
or whatever. I don't fucking know. We can put the rest of it in there. Like who cares, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right, ready?
Beautiful egg yolk. As I drip it on the book.
Oh, you're dripping on my book, man.
Yeah, shit. Wait. The cookbook is in the line of fire.
It is in the line of
While
fire.
we're using it.
It's true. While he's doing that, I'm cleaning up a little bit. So
Clean as you go.
yeah, I mean it's usually me that's cleaning as I go if we're both cooking. So.
It's usually me getting my hands dirty.
Alright, so we need to put a quarter of that in there, so just like the tiniest little bit.
I feel like it's all just gonna come falling out.
I was able to do it last time successfully.
Actually, I feel like if we add the whites in there, it's basically just gonna be. You're just gonna make scrambled eggs.
Yeah, that's fine. So put it in here.
No. There's a reason it's separate.
Oh right, we had to do. See, this is why I just.
You're like, huh?
What does this button do? Pretty much. Okay.
Next is whisking.
Okay, so I need to bring it over here. So, well, unless you want to do it over here. What do you think?
Yeah, it's close to the camera, but it's also really loud.
It is very loud.
Yeah, whatever. I'll just turn the mic down.
Okay.
Mic gain.
All right, sounds good. Let me switch it then. As I drop things.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know. All right. Is there any water that's around there? I don't think so, since I just cleaned it. All right. As you turn it down.
Turn what down?
The gain.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Oh, you want to give a little test? A test thrust.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna start.
So, in a clean, dry bowl, whisk the 6 egg whites to a foam. Once they are
Agreed.
frothy, add a third of the granulated sugar whip until sugar is dissolved, and another third of the granulated sugar whip for another minute. Finally, add the remaining granulated sugar whip for one more minute. Clean rubber spatula.
Okay, we have the rubber spatula over here. Since I just used it yesterday. All right. So I'm gonna test it and see how the gain is.
Okay.
Do it on low. Okay, turn it up. It's starting to get little bubbles. I'm trying to remember what we did last time, so.
I would never want to make a meringue by hand. It was hard enough with the electric beater.
I mean, it's starting to get a little frothy. It's getting frothy.
I think once it's like a full foam,
Full foam.
like sea foam. Yeah, that's about right. Just turn it low, I guess.
So this is like for what, 1 minute?
Yeah. I think you'll notice a change in texture, so. Sugar up here dissolved.
You kind of see. You can see it. It's starting to get more frothy.
change texture.
Starting to get white. Oh, did you put the half a tablespoon in already?
Yeah.
Cool. Is it soft peaks or stiff peaks that we want?
I would imagine very stiff peaks.
Alright.
Because there's no leavening. It's all egg whites.
Do you want to put in the next?
Definitely starting to change.
It's actually starting to thicken a little bit now too.
No.
Would you like to?
Sure.
You can see that it's yeah.
I know this is not exactly what the recipe says, but for the sake of sorry.
I'm wondering if we put the sugar in too fast. Remember, it took us a while, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering, did we not make it frothy enough before we start putting the sugar?
I have no idea.
I can't remember what we did last time to make it work so well. Oh, it's starting to.
Soft peaks.
Okay, we got soft peaks. Okay. So it's just getting there. It's just taking some time.
Maybe I just need to have more experience with egg whites, but to me they just seem temperamental. Almost.
It's getting there. Here.
The recipe doesn't specify soft peaks or stiff peaks or anything like that, but other recipes I've looked at said you want it to be stiff. And since there's no other kind of leavening, all of the rise if we want those feet, all the rise is going to be coming from the egg white structure. looks pretty stiff to me.
I mean, it's also stiff right here if you look.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh wait, yeah, you can dump it over. It should come out.
Oh.
Okay, all right, don't touch it. All right, it's done. All right, so what's next?
Let me fold in the.
All right, so you want to take it?
I don't really want to try that.
Okay.
Just set it aside, or you can clean it. Whatever, whichever you prefer.
I'll stick the. We don't need this anymore, right?
No, we need the for this. So maybe you can rinse it off.
Yeah, I'll rinse it off.
Or wipe it off.
I'll rinse it off.
So now I'll be folding the flour and sugar into the whites delicately. Yeah. I'll do in thirds. Try not to deflate too much. Want to preserve that good air that we just spent 5 minutes whipping up. This is the part where I just like get nervous. It's like, oh god, I don't want to ruin it.
Well, this is my first time doing it, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. We're gonna get sweet like pancake discs by the end of this.
Make sure that's all the way dry.
Looks like I'm making Rice Krispies.
I know.
I'm trying to be pretty delicate, although I've seen people be a little more vigorous.
Yeah, this is our first time,
Yeah.
so.
They have the secret techniques that I don't. I'm literally trying to fold it in. So probably by the end of this, since the lemon flavor and the cream was too strong, it's just gonna be like incredibly sweet.
But we'll know for next time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how almond flour tastes once you
Me neither. That'll be very interesting.
bake it. Yeah. It's still airy.
Yeah,
So,
you're doing a good job with it. I'm gonna put some more in.
Delicate. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more of the lumps of dry.
Just want to read it again.
Looks good. The recipe doesn't say to do the thing in thirds, but
Typically they do.
Yeah, a lot of stuff in baking I've seen. They at least half of the flour, not all of it at once.
You could just use your spatula.
My God-given spatula, the spatula my mama made me.
Are we done with this?
Yes.
Give you some more room to work with.
Thank you. You want to try it?
I'm terrified.
You're terrified. It's scary at first, and then you just kind of have to do it.
Okay. I'll try it. I'll try it for you.
Okay. I'm just like scooping underneath it, and then trying to fold it over on top without like smushing anything down too much. Ooh. Probably looks really bad on this terrible camera, but it looks like some dusty marshmallows.
I mean, we have plenty of marshmallows here. If we ever need to
Yeah.
I just feel like,
On the switch.
yeah. I feel like I'm getting nowhere. Here, you go ahead. So while that's going on, you think I should start preheating?
Mm, not yet.
Not yet.
Start pre-beating.
Preheating this.
Yeah, you can do that over there.
I think one. Oh, it will work.
Is it gonna be enough?
It's gonna be big enough. It'll be very interesting to see. So was it just beat until frothy?
Frothy, yeah. So,
So frothy.
Yeah.
That was so loud.
usually at this point you would add the food coloring, but we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna fold in these frothed quarter of an egg white. Add to the mixture, flowing gently to loosen the thick.
Your batter? Or my batter? It's like, what is a quarter of a cup of? Yeah.
Just give it a little bit of extra juice.
Sorry, I'm getting close to the camera so I can see what we're doing next. Transfer the mixture to the piping bag. Okay. So I can get that set up.
So I don't know how
Well, so now I should start turning on.
it says pipe it and then preheat because they need to sit.
Okay, cool. We don't have a piping tip. We are doing what people have said. Yeah, I have some really big ones, so I was like, might as well. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know if almond flour can be overworked since I don't think it can form gluten.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You think it's good?
Seems alright.
I mean, it looks
Seems
okay.
pretty good.
You want to
Looks
try
pretty
it?
well.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh!
It does.
I don't like. I shouldn't because it's raw sugar.
Stiff peaks.
And what we'll do is if that is like the consistency. All right. Should I? Is it good?
Yeah. You see it's making a little.
I don't want to like let all the air out. So we can cut the tip. I know, right? I think it'll.
So should we?
All right. Oh, you think we should do a few before sliding around?
It's gonna burn and become unpleasant.
Whoops. So just so you guys know, what we did ahead of time when they're cooking. So you can't diameter around, and I traced about.
We'll see if it's. Let's try it. Oh god, this is scary.
All right.
Oh shit.
You're doing
I'm piping.
You're piping.
I'm piping. Oh god. That looks a little wonky. I'm trying to get. Oh, they look like little turds. Coming out of the bag is it's going at an angle, so these are gonna look stupid, but
It's okay. Do row. I want to do row.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
I think that's why it looks a little messy. I feel like you shouldn't be swirling it like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out when I did that.
These look really goofy. Pretty low temp.
You have to press start. You think
I
we
like to
should
have sheep some.
peaks? Should we wet them down?
Maybe. You want to do that?
You want to try another round?
Yeah.
2 more.
Do it so that it spreads,
Mhm.
and then you just lightly lift.
So maybe if we have time, we can just have to like. Hold on. We forgot to put stuff on the bottom to help it stick.
It's not bad.
I'll just hold here.
Okay. Just kind of like jiggle it, and once it pushes out.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, we don't have any more baking trays.
Cool.
Okay.
So.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, because it's coming out.
I don't want to use that one because we're using that one for the cream.
Is there something that we put? Fridge, freezer, whatever. I want it to be like in a tight fridge. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not gonna be for very long, right?
I don't know.
No.
So yeah.
Okay, hold on.
The bigger one. Go left over.
That's a lot more than we expected.
Go left over.
That's a lot more than we expected. So I remember seeing people like a little bit of water on the tips of their fingers. You want to try one batch with not doing anything, and then
Like higher up.
yeah, just try it.
Not too much water either. I think that'll affect the bake significantly. So this is where all the experimenting happens, and then we can see what works and what doesn't.
But there.
It's just hard to like. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can have a.
Wrist. And while they're cooking, do we want to cook them at the same time?
Yeah.
We can clean all this up.
It's just sweet, sweet, sweet. I'm gonna play some Louis tunes while we're waiting. I use Louis Zong because whatever, so I'm like, okay, cool. That at first, the Dogs album that we went in. I'll start playing it. It's nice and low.
Did we turn the game back up again?
I did. I've been messing with it the whole time, so
Oh.
I got some music playing. Yeah, that session with Louis, he put out on Twitter. It's like, are there any like foreign players that follow me? And I think I just posted what up, and then eventually we got in a DM, and he set up a place, which is one of these studios in LA, and he brought his melodica and was like, okay, play this, do, and then we were like, okay, cool. And then that took like an hour, and then we just kind of hung out. I think he had the studio for 2 hours, so we just like hung out, and it was chill. So that's why I use his music, because I'm on something, and I don't have enough fun instrumental music to play during my streams. So I'm in. So the oven's will leave and bake for 15 minutes. What should we do? Let's smash out. Now look, cream. Look at this cream for 15 minutes. So I guess they can have a clean so they get those front.
Neither do I. I don't know.
For dinner. Rice.
Oh, I should have done that before. We didn't plan this far through. We didn't think about. To watch me play Ori.
Yeah.
It should be all the same now.
Yeah, we should. I guess.
Sorry?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, oh shit.
Right?
Yep.
Paper? Just having it black. Like, yeah. Then that makes it like as it yeah.
Down. Time. Let's see.
I think one thing we should
Okay. Clean cake. Clean up. Finally, everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, all this like.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. Check
All right.
I like them because they're really. Yeah, so we'll have to also take note that the other.
We are.
Whether you would need to do it in the oven.
On a different rack.
Yeah.
So we've been in it for about. That's it. No. We look a little heavy at the end of this.
Be right back.
Oh. Yeah, no food coloring. They just have almond one. Obviously, that's extra. About too, but you're still working it out. Cross country. Ran away. I thought you were doing like a series. Oh.
Well, they said that it wasn't going to be on it. So now.
Sweet.
Cool. Very thick. so it's not little.
All the flavor.
Yeah, all the flavors gonna be there.
Yeah. They don't look too different, do they?
The tips are much more bold.
Yeah.
I wanna like
Should we take it out for 15 minutes?
Just turn the timer off. The timer. Okay.
Smell.
It's not good.
Not bad.
The layer.
Yeah, it's like a crust in the bottom.
I figure out like what potentially makes that happen. I wonder if it needs a high. I wonder if my
You know what I did? Put one there, put one over here. Put it over there. This is the one that was smoothed down.
So
Some of these look okay.
They look okay, but it doesn't have that that layer of.
Yeah, maybe that comes later. I don't know.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it does it once you're in the oven. We'll be curious to see.
Sometimes carefully pour.
Maybe you have to do it once it cools down.
Yeah, it just says.
That says
Bake
hot
for approximately
water.
15 minutes until they form. We're making sure that small guys quickly pour 20 minutes of water. I'm just going to shoot approximately 15 minutes.
Is it hot water now?
No.
Okay. It will be your fault.
Yeah.
Right? Well, once we eat it, we'll know for sure it's like.
Think so?
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Around the edges.
corner by corner. Music stops.
Guess I'd be fine. Just the other one's curious.
Bandcamp took a shit. Let's see. Find water.
I mean,
Well, that's
so we'll see if that actually says anything.
supposedly supposed to steam up a little bit, but
We'll find out.
I mean, there's no cracks. They just look a little
They just look,
sad.
yeah.
Maybe we need to beat them more.
I'm wondering, maybe. Should we watch a video?
Yeah, we can do a post-mortem. So do we have to let them cool? We must have to let them cool. It
Yeah.
doesn't say so though.
Once they are cool.
Oh, okay. So I don't know how long it's supposed to cool.
So
I guess-
I say we should wait a little bit before we think about taking them off.
Okay. I guess we're just chilling.
Yeah.
Cha.
I'm also wondering. I wonder if we should try like one layer on the upper rack and one layer on the lower rack to see how they react differently. But same temperature, same amount of time.
Okay.
Because we still have more. Might as
Yeah.
well try the different racks and see, right? Because like once these fully cool, we can just replace it with more and put it back in the oven.
Right. But I feel like the batter now will have less air than when we started.
I don't know. I mean, still feels pretty thick to me. Might as well try. We have all that batter. We shouldn't
Right.
waste it. So, what I will do though is I will take the batter out and just let it get back to room temperature.
The trays themselves seem cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't a very high oven temperature, so.
Yeah.
So we have 15 plus 12, 17. So we
Wait.
have one extra, right?
Yeah, we do.
5 by 3.
Yep.
4 by 3.
Yeah. So where should we put these all in? I'm also wondering, like, are these sticky?
They should release once they're cool.
Okay. Like, are they supposed to be brown or are they supposed to be like not? Right? Like, I don't know.
That's what the food coloring's for.
This is a little sticky.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see what macarons look like when they're cooking.
Oh, ones without food coloring. Might at least get one assembled, and then we can maybe end the stream after that.
Yeah.
So let it cool for. We gotta do the thing and they do break off for you.
Oh yeah, we should have one of those things. The other thing. Oh geez.
I don't know how much this actually helps.
I'm looking at like troubleshooting guide
Yeah.
for macarons.
Macarons.
So no feet. Baking temperature.
Sure.
So macaron shell is too wet due to humidity or ingredients themselves have too much moisture. So
It's a little wet.
well, it's like 79 degrees in here.
Right.
Where that's why I was like,
humidity.
yeah.
It doesn't necessarily correlate to the temperature.
Yeah, but it's still warm in here.
It's not that warm.
Yes, but to that it might be. So it says that if the skin did not develop before the shells were put into the oven, it says to wait at least 30 minutes.
30 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe we should try that.
Yeah. You can try that
Maybe
next.
a higher temperature? Or
It says right
higher temp less
now.
time?
Well, it says wait at least 30 minutes and until a skin has developed before placing macarons in the oven. It should have a dull matte finish.
Okay.
Baking.
Wait longer.
Yeah, it says baking. If the baking temperature is too low, just increase in temperature to allow shell to develop properly.
It seems a little
Sticky.
like tender and sticky. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't think it created a I don't think it created a shell.
I think the meringue itself was fine. Maybe a little wet, but it was pretty thick, stiff. You want to go at assembly?
Sure.
We don't even really need to pipe the
Should
cream
we
because it's so thick.
Should we open one of these just to see how they? Since we have one that's like.
Oh, you just like look at the inside, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, you pick one.
Yeah, because it was like. We'll see. Okay, let's see. Which one should we look at?
Which one looks like shit?
Okay. Ooh, it's like not even. Oh, so is it not done?
It might not be.
It's very.
It's really soggy on the inside.
Yeah, I don't think it's done.
I think you're right.
So maybe we need to put it higher. Does that mean?
Well, where's the heat coming from?
I don't know. Oh, from the bottom.
Yeah, it's like super tender.
You don't think? Do you think it's cooked all the way through now?
No, it should be more. Like, it should be snappy.
Yeah.
This is not snappy.
I don't want to taste if it's undercooked, right?
It's okay.
Alright. Do you want to do another round? Do you want to just toss all these?
I wouldn't toss them.
I mean, what are we going to do with them if they're not... They're soft.
Let's throw them back in for another, like, couple minutes, just so that they're, like...
Crisp.
A little more cooked through, yeah.
Alright. Because let's see, these are... Yeah, these are still, like... Yeah. Alright. Let's try it.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst that'll happen?
No.
Yeah. Can you get this? Oh, okay. Or I got it. Alright, I'll put it on the bottom.
Okay. What do you think, like 3-5 minutes?
Let's do like 5 minutes.
Experiment! We gotta figure it out. Yeah, it was like...
It
was almost like eating sponge.
Yeah.
Like sponge cake. Which it should not be that consistency. So...
I'm gonna open...
And they were really deflated.
I'm gonna open
Yeah.
because it is hot in here.
Hot.
It is hot. It is almost 80 degrees in here. Open this up too.
Style veggie fetus. Want some Greek style veggie fetus?
I'm not making that. I got the shrimp. I got them. That's for tomorrow.
Veggie fetus.
Yay. Do you wanna end the stream?
I would like to at least try to construct one.
Okay.
And then we'll see, like, here's what we're gonna try next time.
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah. I want to at least have one that looks relatively complete.
Yeah.
And then we could end it. And then we could do our second batch and see if we can do it better.
Sounds good.
Stream status poor.
Yeah.
Poor. Why does this keep happening?
I don't know.
At least one completed.
I was wondering. Once the white,
break.
but it did cling onto the bowl.
Yeah.
It's well cooked with meringue and stiff. close up before and make sure macaroni is getting enough heat by using high quality ringless pans. Oh well, we don't have ringless pans. And Teflon baking sheets to conduct heat.
It seemed like the outside's got a lot of color,
Yeah.
but the inside was not cooked.
Right.
So.
So it's hot, yeah. Too high? Or maybe it's too close to the heat source. There's an empty tray rack above the shield from the heat.
Well, because the heat will rise. Even if the heat's coming from the bottom, the heat will rise. So the heat will concentrate, right?
Yeah.
So you said you want to try moving one to the top, one to the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving these an extra 5 minutes in the oven. We have about a minute left. They're definitely not cooked all the way. We'd like these to at least be reasonably edible, since we used expensive ingredients.
Yeah.
And even if these don't turn out great, if they can at least be edible, and if you construct something that may be called a macaron or a template macaron.
At least the cream tastes good.
Cream's good. The dough isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's moist.
You know. I just want to make sure it's cooked all the way, so that way. I mean, it seems like the outside is cooking because it is brown, even though that's not what we want.
I don't know how bad for you almond flour is. I know like wheat flour, like you shouldn't consume raw. I'm assuming almond would be similar, but I don't know how important that is. Raw almond flour.
Raw almond flour. Safety. Okay, it says it's okay to eat almond flour raw, so. I'm just feeling like any.
Pretty sticky.
It may just stay sticky then.
Still looks so wet though.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look burnt yet. You gonna put them in?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, smells good.
Yeah.
Smells good, but it doesn't look good.
Oh no! Does it look like a macaron or?
No. It just, if you want to look, it's like basically we're not getting the shell that we want.
Oh, okay.
Like that makes it look like a macaron. It just looks like meringue that's like cooking.
Okay, I want to see.
So
Yeah,
and it's
pretty
not
wet.
it's supposed to be like a snappy like texture,
Yeah.
and it's very sticky
Oh.
and very soft.
Oh, interesting.
So there could be a lot of things at play, and it's
Good
not
job on the shape. Though.
Thanks, yeah.
That's pretty good.
But it is browning.
Took one out.
Yes.
Is that the place?
Yeah.
Okay. They look like little sugar cookies.
Right? They're like meringue cookies.
Basically.
But yeah, so what we're realizing is like there may be like it could be that it's too, depending on where it is in the oven, it could be too high of a temperature, or maybe it's the right temperature, but like or too low of a temperature, but maybe in the wrong spot. So thankfully we have way more batter to like play around with right now. So we can like have like once we do another round, we can like have dinner and just like keep playing around with it for a little bit.
Nice.
While we have all this batter, because we can't change the batter at this point. So.
Oh, okay. That's true.
Yeah, so we would have to make another batch of flour if we're gonna do it again.
In cooler temperature.
Yeah, well that's why I said to do it in the morning when it was cool in here.
6
But
a.m.
someone didn't want to come over.
Well, yeah. Would you come over at 10 a.m.?
I would have been all ready to go by that time. Yeah.
Just brought everything over there.
Huh?
Should have brought everything over there.
Yeah.
Would have had my breakfast. Let's go.
I the all stuff's over here. It'd be inconvenient. Inconvenience.
Nice. Well, my sister, she makes macarons.
Oh.
If you ever want.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
the tips?
If you want tips, I can always just ask
Oh my
her.
God, please.
And just like, she just started making macarons, and she like gave it to us for like Mother's Day.
And it looked like really good.
Yeah, they were really tasty. She did strawberries.
Oh.
So
Yes,
there's, like, jam inside.
I would love her input.
Okay. Yeah, let me know like what the trouble like.
I can take a picture of it and we can tell her exactly what we did.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll love it too.
Oh
She
my
loves,
God.
like, oh yeah, how can I help out with macarons?
Yes. Okay, let's do it.
I'm so interested in like.
This is just interesting, the process. It is still very sticky and not.
I think the sticky has to do with the skin.
Yeah.
But
I
are they
think I
still like
should
super tender?
Yes.
Oh man.
I don't think they're gonna get any less tender.
Probably not. I mean, if we leave them for long enough, they're gonna be pretty crispy.
I mean. So what do we want to do?
5 more minutes. One, just one. All I need is one. Everyone's left.
I know.
They're all gone. My stream status is full.
I know. Alright. Do you wanna send that stuff to me? Like don't
Oh, how to
Hmm?
mess with my. I think my computer just can't really
Handle one.
stream.
Yeah. It's an old computer, right?
Not really.
You still don't have the space on your computer.
No, it's. I don't know what it is.
It's using like half.
What do you mean?
30 frames per second. I don't know. I kind of want to make dinner now. I'm hungry. It's only like 5 o'clock. Actually, you know what? I can eat the.
Takis.
Heck yeah.
Takis. Takis flavored macaron.
I'm just thinking.
What are you thinking about?
It's like what we could do.
So after 3 minutes, we'll take them out. Let it cool. Try to form at least one.
And try it.
And yeah, at least have something to see. I think we have. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see how much cream we actually have. Because that's actually a lot of shells. And if we can make them better, we'd want to use it for the better looking ones. But we still have a good amount of batter left. So we're going to try and put them in different places in the oven. Put some like in a more top rack, and one in a more lower rack. Them sit out once we pipe them so that they get that skin. I think that's partially why they're just sticky.
Yeah. So I think we'll let it rest for like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then put it in and try it that way too. We'll do a couple things. But we'll probably let it sit while we oh, you know what we could do also is like let the fan like blow on it.
Yeah.
While we're sitting having dinner.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm hungry.
I'm content eating tacos.
Yeah.
Did you put them away?
Yeah.
Well, that's bad. I just turned around and then they were gone.
Oh. can get them again.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I can make some tea.
Some tea? Oh, your chocolate tea.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Here,
Chocolate tea. Oh, you're gonna give me a. You wanna give me a cookie?
we were talking about it.
I was talking about it. Oh God. If I try to open up one more tab, Firefox is gonna crash.
Yeah, probably. You
Having a
use
real
my
hard
computer.
time. Having a real hard time. I might have to end the stream just because of technical issues.
I think so. I mean, well, we messed up, so but something went wrong. We're not really sure, and it could be also like the fact that I don't know my oven as well. Like it always said whenever I'm cooking anything, it just says, cook it in the middle, and that's what I've always done. So I don't really know like whether the back of the oven is hotter than the front, or I don't know any of that stuff about it. So I might just take a little experimenting with my oven and seeing what that.
You know what? Here's what I'll say. We'll do this again with all the knowledge we learned, and we'll try to do another one of these.
Yeah.
And then we'll have successful macarons, and then I'll post pictures of them somewhere. I think for now, this is just too much waiting around, so. Until next time, again, Mondays, Thursdays, YouTube, Loc9, or youtube.com/user ARRGH cheese, twitch.tv/.